Hi YouTube world, it's Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I am rounding out my 30-day Lippie challenge. It is day 28. I don't have any makeup on. I thought I would do a chatty get ready with me and maybe try on. So I organized my lipsticks and I was trying to figure out like what I've already talked about, what I haven't talked about yet. And I have this little box here of, these are the lip items I haven't talked about yet. And so I'm hoping, I think I have an idea for one video which knocks out maybe 8 of these items, but I'm left with 7 others that are sort of like, eek. And they run the gamut in color, so I don't even know. So I don't even know what we're gonna do today. But I thought I would put on some makeup, do a chatty get ready with me, and a chatty quick get ready with me. That's gonna be the goal. Let's try to do this quick because I want to do laundry today. And I want to accomplish some things today. And yeah, I thought this would be nice. So hope everyone's doing well. I actually didn't work today. I took today off. I had all these extra vacation days this year because, well, pandemic. And I don't know, my boss was really strongly encouraging me to take some days. So I figured why not make them like kind of like super long weekends. So I decided to take today off and next Monday off, something like that. And so I basically kind of give myself 4-day weekends, which is nice. I didn't think it was going to be nice, but I just used some micellar water to like freshen up my face because I literally woke up just a few hours ago and I just wanted to, I don't know, I'd like to freshen up my face before I put on some skincare. So I'm still working through Clarins, That's coming in early January, my Clarins review. This is the double serum. Oh my God, this stuff is so good. It's like going to the spa by yourself. Like your own spa. This one has like, normally, in a lot of Clarins products, I do not care for the scent, the fragrance, but this one, for some reason, really, it's so nice. It's really, really nice. And we'll just do a quick moisturizer. I've been trying to get through this Marc Jacobs Youthquake. It's a nice moisturizer. It just doesn't do what I need it to do all the time. But like on a day like today, I think we'll be okay. But it's pretty. It's very smoothing. And I think under certain foundations and things, it's actually quite nice. But I don't know. It's not what I thought it was going to be. It is sometimes even a little too thick, but right now I think this is good. So I use that, and let's try to pick a foundation. So I think I'm just gonna go directly on with foundation. I don't think I want primer. And as I say that, I'm like looking at my primers like, don't I? Oh, might as well do this one. It's a little uninspired. The CC Cream in Light by IT Cosmetics. I'm almost done with it, so I'm trying. And I mix it with Fair. That's my perfect shade. If you haven't heard me talk about this, this is a nice product. This one I think is going a little south, just because I've had it for a really long time and I've fallen in love with other products that just sit a little more lightly on my face. I know that people talk about how this is like a full coverage foundation, but I honestly don't think it is. I don't consider it to be, but And then I just take the back of my brush. And this is an It Cosmetics brush, the heart brush. This is a nice brush. Maybe I'll clean my brushes today. That's a big to do. How do you clean your brushes? I really like using, I've been toying with the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, the baby soap, which is unscented. I heard that that's really good and it's really inexpensive. I bought a big bottle, but I don't think it's, I mean, it's nice, but I'm not sure that it's the best for me, for my brushes. I really like the Beauty Blender cleansers. I think those are exceptional. The big black beauty, the solid, the big black one, that one is the best. That one takes off this product, which is by far the hardest product to get out of brushes, which, I mean, says a lot about the product. You know, it's like, it has staying power for sure, but it doesn't have the staying power that it has inside of a brush. That's a little crazy. Wait, that actually looks really, that looks nice. Wait, how does that happen? See, does that happen to you? Like, you have an idea in your mind about a product and you're like, oh, this doesn't look that great anymore. Wait, huh. Okay. That is how I'm going to get through this product. I am going to be using that Marc Jacobs. That's the moisturizer that works well with this product. I think it provides a little more dew in it, and I need that because I think that mine in particular, where I think the fresh bottles of this are very dewy, this is now a little like, it's not as dewy. It doesn't have as much slip as it once had. What else should we use? What else shall we use? What have I used in a while? Oh, you know what? I haven't used the this beautiful palette that I bought from Bare Minerals, and I feel like it's right now on sale for like a crazy price. You get this really huge glowing warmth bronzer, and it's a nice bronzer. I don't know if it's gonna be nice with this brush, but we're gonna give it a shot. Oh, that is pretty. Yeah, I like this bronzer. I've tried it before. I compared it in a video, which I will link below because I don't know how to link videos in the top right corner anymore. Or yet. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out, people. But I did a review of this palette, and it was such a nice palette for the holidays and also just to have. And this bronzer is really, really pretty. And I compared it to all the other Bare Minerals bronzers because I feel like their bronzers are pretty popular. Like that was like, I feel like it, like Bare Minerals was the first company to really push bronzers. All I remember is how, warmth. Everyone needs warmth in their life. And so this one is called Glowing Warmth. So it's slightly more yellow. But what I like about their bronzers is they're really buildable and they don't ever look patchy, which I really appreciate. So we'll do that. And while we're here, and because I'm not going anywhere, I would not usually use a eyelid primer to prime my lids before, you know, putting on any kind of eye makeup. But I am gonna use just these colors, maybe. Sort of bricky color, which is really pretty. Their shadows are a little dusty, so I'll just sort of like gingerly tap this on. I'm gonna do a really quick eye look because I promised. Quick. A realistic get ready with me. Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. It's just like, you think it's like pretty intimidating, this sort of bricky color, but it's not, Because again, I feel like Bare Minerals, their formulation, it's very soft. It's very soft. It's very blendable, very forgiving, very beginner friendly. If you are a beginner to makeup, I mean, I remember as a teenager, this is all I used. Actually, Bare Minerals was all I used for many, many years. Many years. As a foundation, as just the entire system, I used it. I just really, really, really loved it. It was something that sat well with my skin. I think too, the reason it sat well with my skin at the time was, well, I had younger skin, but I lived in Florida. I grew up in Florida, and I lived in Florida all throughout college, and my skin was so oily. And I think that those natural oils in my face really helped the original foundation become like more one with the skin, where and I'm just blending. Ooh, that's a pretty shade. It's like a rose, a terracotta rosy color. No, I think I know what Lippie I want. So I was going to use this color, but now I think I want to do the gold. No, I'm going to stick with the rose. So I'm just going to use my finger. And these have like such a pretty sheen to them. They're really quite blinding. They can be. But I feel like they're a really nice daytime shadow for some sparkle without like really doing anything too crazy. So that's that. I'm very happy with that. Daytime look. And I also want it to be about the lipstick. So there's that. I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows, still using the e.l.f. pencil in like neutral brown. This one here, look, I'm almost done. I want to do a project pan next year. I want to gather my products and really, really try my darndest to do a project pan. I think that would be fun. I like setting goals for myself with YouTube. I feel like that's when I get like the most level of satisfaction with YouTube, with like what it is I'm doing here, which is, again, like I'm trying to appreciate my makeup, and I'm really, really aiming for no buy / low buy next year. And I say low buy because instead of just a no buy, I don't like to be like 100% restricted. I want to give myself a little bit of permission. I don't want to quit cold turkey. But I'll talk about that in another video, and sort of my thoughts on what I'm going to be doing, what the plan is, what I'm going to give myself permission to purchase. So, yeah. Are you guys thinking about doing anything for the new year in terms of like low buy, no buy? Do you already do that? Have you done it? What did you learn? I feel like money is a very heavy topic. Very heavy topic. Finances, money, philosophy, how you spend. Just like I got mascara on my eyelid, because I always get mascara on my eyelid. This is the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. I really like this mascara. It's really pretty. Can create like real natural look or fluffy. But yeah, money, the subject of finances stuff is so loaded in my life in particular. And I know it is for so many people. And I have some thoughts. But one thing that has always occurred to me, which I think is really interesting, at least in my life, and I don't know, did you learn about money? I mean, like, did you learn about really how you manage finances, what credit is, what you do want to do, what you don't want to do? I don't feel like that's something that we teach in school. It's like we need a class called adulting in school, and we need to teach how you get control, what it means to have a goal. Because I think a lot of times we leave, at least in the States, we leave that teaching to our parents, which is fine. But if your parents never got an education, and if they have struggles too, and they don't have the answers, where do you learn it from? And I'm being sincere. Where do you actually learn it from? Because no one really has the answers. And I've worked at some pretty important financial institutions. Not in the financial area, for sure. And I still am lost. I'm still lost. And people come to me and ask me for advice. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to use this Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Too Cool for School. So this I got last month, and I think I really enjoyed, at least the first time applying it. I'm getting my e.l.f. stippling brush. This magical brush. I love this brush. Top 5 brush. Even with my very expensive brushes. Top 5. Top 5. So I'm just swirling it into the product. I feel like you can get pretty aggressive with this and not get too clownish. But I like this sort of nudie peach color. Oh, if you go a little ham, that's okay. That's okay. You're just at home. You're just gonna do laundry. Okay. I think that's my makeup look for today. I'm not gonna do anything else. So that's about as quick as I could put it together. Do you want anything else? No, nothing else. So now it's the moment of truth. What lippy are we gonna wear all day? And I will do a check-in separately on how this lippy wore. If I remember correctly, let's do this Colourpop one. So this is a Colourpop Blur. Pretty sure this is a Luxe Blur lipstick. Velvet Blur, that's right. In Slow Dance. It's this one here. These lipsticks are beautiful. This formula, I know this formula well. So I'm speaking with some authority in my own collection, which is why I'm already going to tell you that I love this formula. I don't have it in any other shade. I used to have it in one other shade, but I think it was too similar to something that I had. And this formula is so similar to the Matte Trance from Pat McGrath / the Matte Revolution formula from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not kidding you. It is so similar. It has that very smooth, almost like powdery feel to it. almost like the formula was created with a bunch of micro powder plus oil. So it feels super thin on the lips, but it feels like it has this oil, like a really nourishing oil, like a gel oil, if that makes any sense, which is exactly the kind of this is exactly the kind of feeling you get when you put on the Pat McGrath matte or the Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, so that's Slow Dance. I like this warm look. Now, I'm really gonna put this lipstick to the test because I'll be doing laundry. My laundry room is in another part of my building. I will be wearing a mask. So we will see if this settles a little bit, and because I don't know that I've tested it for long wear, so I am curious. So stay tuned for part 2 of this video later on tonight. Okay, bye everyone. So I'm back. It is now 11 hours after I initially put on my makeup and put on the Lippie. I'm actually now wearing 2 Lippies because it didn't go so well today. So the lipstick I was testing, not really testing, I'd worn it a few times, but maybe I just hadn't paid up too much attention as to like its longevity, how it wore off. And unfortunately, this was like just a big dud for me. So this is the Colourpop Velvet Blur. And I know when I initially put it on, I mentioned how the texture reminded me of Charlotte Tilbury's Matte Revolution or the Matte Transformula from Pat McGrath, and I still stand by that. It does still have that sort of velvety, powdery / oily kind of feel. There's a lot of slip that goes in it. Oh, look at my chin. My chin's red. That's part of the problem. And although it went on really nicely and I didn't use a lip liner or anything, about an hour later, I just noticed it had a lot of dry down. So it does dry down really matte. But after just eating a sandwich and drinking something, and I wasn't paying too much attention because I'm at home, and so I didn't want to like look in a mirror and fuss too much. But about 4 hours later, I looked and I had none of the lipstick left. It was just the outline. It had transferred all along my chin area, this whole area. I looked so foolish. And when I reapplied it, it applied in like patches, like all my, like it kind of accentuated dry patches that I didn't have previously with the lipstick, which I thought was weird. So I decided to do an experiment halfway through. I cleared off everything and I reapplied, but first, because I had noticed there had been some feathering along those lines, I used the Milani anti-feathering lip liner, and it's actually considered a lip liner and lip filler, this one here. And I put it all over my lips, and I applied to half of my lips the Colourpop Velvet Blur, the Slow Dance that we have been like trying all day. And on the other side, I actually used a Propa Beauty lipstick in the color Her Magic. It's very similar in tone. It's maybe a little more brown, but it's similar in tone. And I have to say that with the liner, what ended up happening is after about 4 or 5 hours, all my lipstick was gone, but at least it had faded evenly. And I had eaten again and had something to drink. So at least it had faded evenly. It didn't create that like outside line. But it's sort of, by wearing that anti-feathering product, it changed the entire like feel of the lipstick on your lips, if that makes sense. It just didn't feel nourishing anymore. It felt real tacky, something about this lip liner. But I mean, the lip liner did its job. It did not allow for the product to go over. So then I reapplied yet again, and that's what I have right now. And in this case, I actually applied Walk of No Shame on this side by Charlotte Tilbury, which is the matte Matte Revolution formula, and I reapplied yet again Slow Dance on this side. And I just have to say, color-wise, these are very similar. Texturally, when you apply them, they're very similar. But I know for a fact, because I have worn the heck out of mine says Walk of Shame. I mean, that's how long I've had it. That the Charlotte Tilbury does not bleed. It does not transfer in a silly way, like on your chin or anything. It just stays put better. And for that reason, I'm going to have to say this one is a no-go for me, unfortunately. It feels so good, and the color is so nice going on, but I just can't have like the crazy transfer, the crazy bleeding, the accentuating of the patches when I reapply. It's just not good overall. So that was an easy declutter for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I have to say my other makeup that I applied really wore nicely. The blush is still there, the bronzer is still there, the eyeshadow is even there, and I did not wear a primer, and my lashes are looking pretty good. So really happy with the rest, but unfortunately this one is a little bit of a dud. But you could see also the comparison between the color Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame and Slow Dance by Colourpop. Very similar. This one has a little bit more rose, this one has a little bit more brick, but all in all, I think they really give the same type of effect. So I hope everyone has a great night, and I will see you tomorrow for day 29. Okay, take care everyone. Good night.